No.
Should I get the on it?
I'll get it for you. What do you want?
Up, that when you
jerk off stuff?
No,
what
when
are
you
you
jerk
about?
that jerk up motion.
Kettlebells? Is that what you're saying?
Kettlebells. You can tell I don't really work out. The jerk up motion thing.
Yeah, I'll give you one to take back with you.
All right, as long as it's got a gorilla face on it.
I got what size? How many pounds do you want?
Can we start with the beginner gun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have some sent to you.
Thank you.
Have you ever used kettlebells before?
No.
We have some here. We have some in the back.
I won't get a hernia from pulling it up.
No. The key is like you can get a really good workout with 35-pound kettlebell.
All right.
A really good full body workout. There's a great video called Extreme Kettlebell Cardio Workout. It's Keith Weber, and he's a guy who's been on the podcast before. I have no affiliation with him other than he's great. He's just a great guy. And his video, you use one 35-pound kettlebell and it'll fucking crush you. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Well, in the beginning, you're doing like, this is easy. I can fucking do this all day long.
Yeah.
30 seconds later, you're like, oh, this is going to be a problem.
Right.
And then 4 minutes later, you're like, fuck. The next day, you barely walk. It's incredible.
Because you're using your whole body, right?
Using your whole body. And it's a cardio workout.
Yeah.
You know, but it's a strength-producing workout, too. And the thing about things like kettlebells are, they strengthen everything. It strengthens your stabilizing muscles, your balance, all your joints, all that stuff all works together because it's all working together as one unit. You're not just bench pressing or curling. You're doing something where the whole body is involved in the exercise.
They could clip that and make that the commercial right there.
I love them.
Yeah.
I love them. It's my primary means of working out. If you could tell me I could only have 2 pieces of equipment, I would say I want a 50-pound kettlebell and a chin-up bar. That's all I want. I'll be good with that.
And an ice bath, maybe.
And an ice bath.
Yeah, you've been doing good with that. Up to 20. You did 20 minutes?
Yeah, I'm not doing that again.
Yeah.
I had a headache all day yesterday. The day before I did it.
Yeah.
When did I do it? I didn't do it yesterday, right? No. I did it the day before. I did it Monday. All day Tuesday I had a headache, and I was like, damn, what if I die?
Yeah.
Because then when people were sending me things about hypothermia, and you get hypothermia in that temperature after like 15 minutes.
Yeah, dude, I could have told you it probably wasn't safe just because of your nips. Your nips were going like, take me out of here. Yeah.
They went like that immediately, though.
Yeah.
I have very sensitive nipples. They're very excitable.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to see
like
how
those rock
far.
climbing things.
When you're in wrestling class.
You just pull up on them. Yeah, they were cold.
Yeah, it's fucking cold. It's a ridiculous thing. I just wanted to see how far I could push it.
20 minutes is impressive.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
It's not wise.
Well, yeah. I mean, you do that, though.
I was thinking of going longer. I was going to go to 25.
Wow.
But I was going to go stop.
Yeah.
Just stop. Just stay safe. Stay alive.
I remember last time when I did that show with you at the Vulcan down here, and you just climbed up the side of the building.
Oh,
remember you saw the ladder and you're like, this ladder's dangerous, Dad. Someone could just climb right up here. And then you're like, let me check it out. You just jumped up and climbed it. I was like, that's not safe.
Nope.
No, that wasn't safe.
Yeah, but I would be fine. I would have been fine. There was a truck there. I would have fallen on the truck.
Nice, yeah.
All right.
Well, I'm glad you had it thought
thought
out.
it through.
Yeah, you thought it through. Yeah, I don't think there was a mattress on the truck, though. Yeah.
It's not that far.
Yeah, but you did. You climbed up the building in like seconds. Like it was like you were doing like a obstacle. It almost felt like I was on American Ninja Warrior or something.
Well, it wasn't that hard. It's just a ladder.
It's very difficult, I think, to jump up and do that. Yeah. I don't think me or Jamie could have done that. I can't do
Jamie
one
could do
pull-up.
Jamie
No,
could
I
do
don't
it.
think so. Dude, he scaled it. Like he scaled. He was doing parkour. It looked like parkour.
We watch a lot of parkour on this show. That was definitely not parkour. That was
Well,
like
you jumped-
53-year-old guy who can do some chin-ups.
I guess so, yeah. It was still pretty impressive and dangerous.
Yeah, it's definitely dangerous a little bit, but you gotta have a little danger in your life. You can't be just playing it safe all the time.
Yeah.
It's not healthy.
Yeah.
It's just not wise.
Yeah. But I'm a guy with anxiety, so I
You know what the best way to get over anxiety? Do dangerous shit.
thought you were going to say zinc.
Magnesium. On it. Magnesium.
What's the best way?
I think doing difficult things, challenging yourself, making yourself more resilient, mentally resilient. That's just my thoughts on it. CBD is good for anxiety too. That's proven. Some people think that anxiety is connected to a lack of rigorous exercise. Some people think it's connected to inflammation. Some people, there's a lot of thoughts on that. And I think the problem with anybody giving anyone a diagnosis is each human being has an individual level of anxiety that's impossible to determine. Like, I could weigh you, and I know how much you weigh. I can't weigh your anxiety.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like you say, hey, doctor, I'm fucking anxious. I have all this anxiety. I'm freaking out. Doctor doesn't know what that means. Like, is your anxiety legitimate? Like, maybe someone's trying to kill you.
Right.
You know, maybe you should be anxious.
Right.
Or maybe you're just fucking really chemically imbalanced.
Right.
Maybe you could alleviate that with exercise, or maybe you can't. Maybe you need medication. So no one really knows you other than you.
Right. Right. I guess the only thing they start to get a sense of your level of anxiety if you start saying, like, the Mossad's out to get me.
Right.
Yeah.
If you start saying,
I'm Queen Elizabeth reincarnated.
yeah, I come from alien DNA.
Yeah,
They visit me
stuff like
regularly.
that. Yeah.
Imagine if you did. Imagine if you really were an alien hybrid and nobody wanted to listen. And you're like, I'm telling you guys.
Yeah. That would be hilarious. That would be something that the aliens would do just for entertainment.
Well, it would be really hard to convince someone of anything extraordinary. Really hard to convince someone that you're involved in anything that's really off the deep end crazy.
Right. It's much easier to convince people of stupid stuff.
Oh, yeah.
People love that. If you have a little charisma, like, charisma goes a long way, dude. It's like that Quentin Tarantino from that movie. He's like, personality goes a long way. Like, you look at every despot in history, not one of them was a bore.
Right.
You can't get a lot of people. They have a lot in common with stand-up comics. They get up there, control the crowd, bullshit, lie, like we do.
How about Hitler?
Hitler he crushed.
He would crush.
I would watch those videos. I don't even speak German, but you get goosebumps and you find yourself. You just like, whatever he's saying, I'm on board.
Well, the thing about
He
Hitler,
means it.
He does mean it, and he's enhanced. He's on cocaine. He's on testosterone. He's on meth. He's on a gang of different things.
Panzer Chocolat, I think they called it, right?
Is that what they called it?
Well, it was like chocolate. It was in meth in chocolate. And they called it Panzer Chocolat because they would give it to the guys in the Panzer tanks.
Oh.
And so those dudes were just, they were lit.
They were lit.
They were lit. I don't think you can go to war without being lit, right?
Well, it's probably not wise.
Right.
Like, why would you want to be, if you're definitely going to go to war, wouldn't you want to be on meth?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if 100%, the only thing I would think is, like, maybe you would make decisions that wouldn't be intelligent.
Right.
You wouldn't make wise choices. You would just be a berserker.
Right. You'd be like, you think you see Bugs Bunny and you'd just be shooting. Yeah, you'd be tripping.
We've talked about it on the podcast before, but there was a time when Hitler went to visit Mussolini because Mussolini was thinking of pulling Italy out of the war. And Hitler, apparently, he was exhausted before this. Do you remember, did we ever resolve who told us that story? Someone told us the story and then we researched it.
We found the time. Yeah, I found the article where it said it.
Right.
Yeah.
No, that. But who told us about it? You remember who told us about it?
I don't remember if I found the podcast when we found out about it was with Brian Moses, but I don't know if he's the one who told us about it.
I don't think so. I think we were talking about it to Moses, but I think someone else had told. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Moses.
Before we get too far, the Panzer Chocolat thing might not be real.
Really?
I just said the company that made it, I guess, is a fake image of supposed Panzer Chocolat in combination with their trademark. It might have been just with this company's lettering, but they said it was not real.
So they would put, allegedly, though, they would put meth in chocolate, right?
Yeah, there was something else I just found that had a different name, but then I found what you said.
Yeah.
So it might just be what you were saying, that word might not be real, but they did put some drug in chocolate.
Panzer Chocolat.
Yeah, it says, however, this Panzer Chocolat never existed. Zotter distances itself with all clarity from this brand and reputation-damaging misrepresentation, which establishes a non-existent connection between our company, founded in 1999,
Oh, that's different.
and the Nazi regime.
This is like, I guess, a company that's saying, like, hey.
I know, that's what I was trying to say. But the actual chocolate drug probably did exist, but the thing with...
They didn't call it Panzer Chocolat.
was just too...
Oh, yeah, it's the company Zotter. So
Yeah,
saying,
that's what I was saying.
Yeah,
They were saying
Zotter has been refuting it because they're the company that started in 1999. But a lot of fucking companies started during Nazi Germany, right?
BMW. Audi.
Did you ever see Hitler's race car? Hitler had an Audi race car. Pretty fucking dope.
Really?
Looked like a cigar.
Yeah.
Like an old school, like a cigar with like wheels poking out the side.
Right.
You ever see it?
I don't think I have.
I think it either went for auction or something happened a few years back where it's a pretty dope looking car. You got to think, like, for 1940, like if you saw that thing in 1940, it would be the shit.
Right.
You know?
Well, you'd think the Fuhrer would have he'd have the top model. Be weird if he rolled around in a
I see
Volkswagen.
the same car with a Mercedes logo and an Audi logo.
Oh yeah.
Unless someone's photoshopping stuff.
I mean, that is a Litmobile right there.
So it says 12 million, but has an Audi logo.
Yeah.
Wow, look how pretty it is.
Germans can make cars, man.
Oh fuck yeah, they can. Look at that thing. That's so pretty.
It is.
And that's from what year is that? Hitler's racing car. So is there a good side profile of it, Jamie? So there's one. Wow, look at that thing.
Yeah.
Rare Nazi era race car on display. Look how fucking pretty that is.
That is nice.
If you're driving down the 405 with that bad boy,
Yeah.
look at that right there. Wow. The most expensive car ever. Hitler's Auto Union on the auction block. And that's got the Audi logo on it.
So that was his. Was that his particular? Like, if you sniff the seat, you're sniffing where his ass was.
That's very different.
That's a little
looking.
different, yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't think so. I think he just sponsored, he sponsored race cars. They sponsored athletes for the Olympics. They sponsored all that shit.
You ever see that photo of him in the stands at the Olympics?
Oh,
when
yeah.
he's like on
Tripping
meth?
balls. There's
Yeah.
video of it.
Yeah.
Tripping
He
balls.
looks like an Orthodox Jew at the Wailing
just
Wall.
tweaking.
Yeah.
Tweaking hard. That girl, that amazing gymnast who everybody's shitting on.
Simone Biles.
Yeah, because she just bailed on the Olympics. She's like, I can't take it anymore. I was just reading that she regularly takes ADHD medication. And they said that she can no longer take it because in Japan, you can't take this stuff. She takes Ritalin. Find out if this is true. Because if that is the case, they said that during the last Olympics, I guess 2016, she took this stuff and she won a bunch of gold medals.
Yeah.
And now, because she's regularly on this.
Right.
This is her medication.
And so they're saying she can't because
Japan.
Japan.
It's illegal to take whether it's Adderall or Ritalin. I think it's illegal to take those in Japan. This is what I was reading
weird
today.
How cultures have their different.
Yeah.
I mean, you could like buy panties in a vending machine, but you can't take Ritalin.
Well, I think they're very sensitive to amphetamines because amphetamines and methamphetamines were the reason why the kamikazes were willing to fucking fly their planes right into boats. Like, fucking gritting their teeth the whole way.
Yeah.
Boom.
That's why Lexus probably does so well, because if like you mess up at the factory, you have to like walk off a plank because of honor. They're into honor.
Really?
Well, I don't know if that's true, but it is.
They don't fuck. I've had three
I would be
Lexuses in my
surprised.
life. They never break.
They're so good.
They're so good.
I had
They're the best
yeah.
cars.
So this is from the last Olympics.
Okay, Simone
Brazil.
Biles addresses leaked medical records and ADHD misconceptions. U.S. gymnast superstar Simone Biles was in a different kind of spotlight Tuesday after Russian hackers circulated confidential medical reports in the World Anti-Doping Agency database that showed her use of methylphenidate, a stimulant used to treat ADHD. Biles, 19, was forced to publicly address her ADHD and her approval of the use of medication after a leak. I have ADHD and I've taken medicine for it since I was a kid. Please know I believe in a clean sport. I've always followed the rules. Will continue to do so as far as play is critical to as fair play is critical to sport and is very important to me. So she's been on this medication for a long time, but see if you can find that an article that says she was not allowed to take this ADHD medication in Japan. Because that's what they were saying. They were saying that during this Olympics, they told her she has to get off of it. If that's the case, that would greatly contribute to her anxiety and her mental problems that she's having. Imagine if you're on a medication for at least 5 years, right? She's been on since 2016. And then all of a sudden they tell you can't be on it anymore and you have to compete in the Olympics.
Yeah.
And you're used to being on this medication.
Hung out with. And people who were great would often leave or not be around.
Australia's kind of a different...
We've got great people out there. But
Listen, you got Jim Jeffries.
Yes.
I think you're the funniest guy that's ever come out of Australia.
Well,
I believe that.
no, we have Barry Humphries. I'll never be better.
Okay.
You know Barry Humphries?
No.
The first
You
big
tried to make
drag
me-
act.
I think we watched a clip once in the green room, but, the problem is the green room is so loud.
Yeah.
And, I'll watch him.
Barry
I'll watch
Humphries
him.
was the man. He would dress up like a Dame Edna. This was in the 70s. He's a conservative man. He would dress up like a housewife, like a very dowdy drag act. And it was like super funny, really broke through in the UK. And then the festival turned their back on him. He started the Melbourne Comedy Festival, and then he made some like trans remark. And Hannah Gadsby, I think was like, I'm not taking this award in his name. And then
Okay,
they
you're the
changed
second
award.
funniest Australian.
I
forgot
lose out
about
to Hannah as well.
Gadsby.
You forget about Hannah. Hannah was a great club act. I tell this to people all the time. No one wants to believe it.
Well, listen, man, it's just she did a different thing. A lot of people got mad at that, but I don't get mad at things that are not for me. It's not. It's pointless.
I think it
Took
was,
me a
It was
while.
like a revolutionary act for Americans because you don't have comedy festivals in the same way here. But like, everyone in Australia was doing the I got raped show or the I wanted to commit suicide show.
Oh,
or the,
really?
Yeah, everyone does an hour. That's the only way you can. There's only 5 cities, so the comedy festivals are the only way you can really break through and make money. There's 5 clubs, and once you're done touring them, you got nothing. So you have to have a new hour every year. There was there have been some great I Was Molested shows. Shout out Corey White for one of the greatest I Was Molested shows ever. Dave Quirk had the I Had an Affair show. That was great. Dad's Got Cancer. Big show.
Oh, no.
Big show. Mum died when I was young.
So
Shout
is
out
it
Eve.
sort of like more like a spoken word thing than you would say stand-up comedy?
No one's even. People do all the jokes they wrote that year, which gets you to like 35 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Then you tell a 10-minute, very sad story. And then I finished my chicken curry and I thought I'm ready to die. And then you bring it back with a gag at the end. And yeah,
And that was like standard?
Yeah, it's still going on to this day. There's a lot of
That's so
it.
weird.
And I could never do it.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine you doing that. You're so like funny heavy. Like your comedy's very funny heavy, you know?
It feels important for comedy.
It's the fucking
It
most
feels-
important
yeah.
thing. It's fun to get interesting ideas out there. It really is. It's fun to
Sure.
talk about interesting subjects, but it's got to be funny.
I mean, when people have a theme,
Yeah.
Colin Quinn does this all the time, and it's great. He does like the
Oh yeah.
Going Therapy show, Red
The-
State, Blue State thing. The
Yes.
History of America in New
Yes.
York is great.
He's a genius at it. He's probably the best at it, about like telling interesting subject matter, using interesting subject matter, telling you things you didn't know with comedy, and highlighting the ridiculousness of it all.
He was at the club, and that was crazy.
He's great.
I
He's
just
such a good
time
guy.
is usually like time is dragging on when people are on stage, and you check how long it's gone, even if it's great, and you go, I thought we were at the 20-minute mark. It's been 6 minutes or something.
Dude, you
time
know
just
who-
disappears for him.
Really blew me away is Jimmy Carr.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he was so on when he was here. He was doing new stuff.
I saw
that
him
he
running
had-
the new with the pages.
Yeah, with the pages. But the polish, like while he was doing the new stuff, he's so good off the cuff that even if the new stuff was going sideways,
People love it.
he figured out a way to turn it around.
I wish I could
and
do
would
that.
address it. And like, oh, he was so good.
He just sits and writes, apparently.
He's an
he's just
animal.
like-
And he teaches it too. He teaches it. He has a program that they actually ran at the mothership for up and coming
Can you
comics.
teach it? I'm
I
always
think-
wary of that.
I don't think you could teach comedy necessarily, but I think you could learn how he does it, and you can learn how certain people do it. And I think some of that you can apply. And I
Mitch
think
Hedberg School of Comedy. You've got to take a lot of
impossible.
heroin
Yeah.
and put your hair right over your face.
I think what you can do though is teach work ethic.
Yeah.
And I think that's half the battle. Half the battle is just sitting down and actually writing. And everyone comes up with an excuse. It's like a cold plunge. Everybody comes up
Yeah.
with an excuse why they don't want a cold plunge. And everybody comes up with an excuse why they don't write in front of a computer or on a piece of paper. They always write only on stage.
Well, I mean, doing the same thing over and over again was for 7-8 years at the start, I struggled to do it. I had like 5 bad hours of comedy. And it wasn't until I probably impregnated my wife. It was like, I should
Really
make sure
take
there's a
this
good
seriously.
5. I should really boil this down to a good 5 minutes or I'm in real trouble.
Well, sometimes it's something like that has to happen in your life where you really take it seriously. Because we all know comics that like we started with, we're like, oh my God, this guy's going to be huge.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason,